Hola Pisces, welcome to Pisces Tarot and your tarot card reading. We're just going to pull some general messages, see what's going on with you Pisces, see what's happening, if we can get anything extra. Anything going for my Pisces? Anything you'd like to say to Pisces while I have them on the phone, please? Anything you'd like to say to Pisces? See. Anything you'd like to see to Pisces? See. The World card. Absolutely fantastic. Complete cycle. Although it might not feel that way. I gotta be honest with you. There's a lot of times where, trial, tribulation, things like that, there could be the little sigh of relief that after the storm has passed or something like that. But then that silence leads to this big gaping hole where that thing had engulfed and taken up most of our time, energy, thought processes, emotions, stuff like that. So the World card isn't necessarily always feeling good. But it's so blessed. It's so blessed, really. Let's pull these as a side note. I have the Eight of Cups, some walking away. I have the Seven of Swords, right? Ooh, there's self-serving here. It doesn't lead me to believe any kind of deceptive nature, even though he is hiding something or holding something behind his back. With the Eight of Cups here, I'm thinking it is very self-serving. Like I didn't really... The Knight of Wands, ooh, and the Four of Cups. It's an acceptance that I'm not all in. There was a walking away. This is a really kind of non-human kind of thing. Not to say that humans don't normally have the predisposition to go ahead and change and ascend to this level, but it's not necessarily like, I'm not everything you need, so I decided to walk away. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you want. I can't do what you're asking me to do. So I've accepted that and I've decided to go ahead and walk away. But then why the Seven of Swords there, right? Self-serving. I decided that I couldn't be everything you needed me to be. So I decided to walk away to save myself, salvage some kind of pride or ego or something similar to that. Embarrassment. Save me in the embarrassment, right? So I might have left the person kind of confused and kind of, Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands in reverse. Wow. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, Pisces, this story. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, the essence that I'm getting from this situation, right, is there's somebody in the picture that is just absolutely done with it, right? And it comes to mind hanging a picture, where the woman's in the background going a little to the left, a little bit higher, a little bit to the right, it's tilting. And the husband is just getting really, really just agitated with it. I'm just agitated with it, to be honest with you. I mean, every time you call, you ask for something. No. Notoriously known with the Six of Wands, it's like I'm known in the public. That's the only thought that I really have of you. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse, right? I'm not doing it anymore. The Page of Wands. I didn't explain it to you though. We didn't really have this conversation. We didn't really talk about it. Oh. Oh, no. Some of you might have spoken of it, right? Virgo here, the Hermit. No, I think it's more of a coming to terms with it internally. You understand? With the Hermit here and the Page of Wands in the upright. Because this has a real Three of Wands kind of feel. You understand? Like he's sitting there and looking out into the horizon like what's next. Very Fool's Journey kind of feeling. Okay, so let's see. But how does the story unfold, really? Because I'm not getting a really clear picture at this time. And the Eight of Cups isn't walking away. They're running, right? Oh, and it could be something that's a little deceptive. Honestly, with the Seven of Swords, it could be something that's a little bit deceptive, because what I'm seeing is that, you know, maybe I took the remote. Real petty kind of shit. Maybe I took the remote when I left. You know, maybe I took, because I'm OCD to the max. Like I'm talking about 6 towels, 6 wash rags, 3 hand towels. You know, and of each color. Like I'll stack them, you know, black, maroon, right? And when I had a breakup, and I'll never forget this breakup for this one reason. That motherfucker took 1 red washcloth. Well, now the whole set is ruined. Like, well, at least half the set. Half of the set is ruined. I can't use that. I can't use that. Bruh. So sad. So sad. Anyway, thinking very, very petty, kind of. I'm running away, close cycle. I'm taking something, but I'm like relinquishing and letting go. Or accepting. Maybe that there's more to see. Maybe I have more to see, more to learn. You know, a little bit of that wishy-washy kind of feeling, because, you know, in that area of life where we're experiencing some sort of wishy-washy, back and forth, inconsistent kind of behavior, it's because the place hasn't been defined. We have to look at, you know, all the books in the library. So we're like from the left wall to the right wall to the left wall to the right wall, looking for the information that we need to proceed and ascend in an essence, right? So maybe it's just, in a sense, I have come to the conclusion that I wasn't ready, but that's not going to stop me from trying to make it uncomfortable for you, I think. I'm hearing the word lazy, right? Hearing the word lazy. Notoriously so, right? And even to a sense that maybe this situation, Pisces, it's a possibility that you did not make the money that this person made. Maybe it was, you know, y'all were unequally yoked when it came to who provided and who did the bills, but it was kind of expected that it was 50-50. Maybe this person has often kind of pushed you to excel or to be better, and you didn't necessarily do those things. And it wasn't even like I tried it, right? It was, I'm not even trying that to see if I like it. Green eggs and ham. More on the Seven of Swords, please. This is strange. I'm not getting it. Mm-mm. I'm not getting it. La 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 la. What does that have to do with the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Wands in reverse? Okay, so a few of you could not, there's a possibility that you have not done this yet, right? You haven't made the leap, you haven't made the separation yet, but you know that you're done because, you know, you're not up to par. But you're not going to tell this person, right? And there's, oh, look, you know what? That thing that I was mad at the other day, I'm not mad at it anymore. I'm completely and absolutely intrinsically just madly in love with you. I really am. And I think that this is going to hold that door open long enough for you to get your ducks in a row. Deceptively speaking, like, you know, look over here and sleight of hand kind of thing, where I'm preparing a new apartment to move, packing my things, making sure nothing's left behind, making sure I have a nice little bubble of finances to go ahead and step out into my new journey, right? Telling you I'm paying the cable bill and the electricity, but in all actuality, I'm actually pocketing that money and letting that bill run its course, right? For a little bit. I know that that sounds really, really bad for some of you, but it's a message. So I see some worry about going away. Some of you could be up in your head about being single or doing it yourself, right? That's funny that this is happening, because what's kind of going on here is I usually pull for my sign, my zodiac sign, and then I'll pull for the people that they're dealing with, but both sections are you, right? So I'm going to look a little bit further into the Two of Swords, because I see that you are up in your head about this single life, right? Like, I'm making a plan, but do I really want to do it? Like, I know I'm done. It's like I keep forgetting that I'm done, though. Isn't that an interesting card? That's a very, very interesting card. Let the transition happen, Pisces. These kind of situations, they're not supposed to be a flash in the pan. They are supposed to kind of unfold in front of us, sort of like a red carpet, as we march forward into the passage of time, letting old pieces of ourselves kind of die off and change as the new spirit man is made or created. No, man or woman, I still call it spirit man, so just get over it. Let's see, there is, and you know, I'm going to say, like, a lot of it had to do with this final straw, a straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing, you know, a straw that broke the camel's back. I have Aries and Scorpio here in case you were wondering. I also have a little flavor of Virgo hanging out in the corner up there. I do see a lot of swords in this reading. It's amazing because the completed cycle, right, and the death card and the moving forward. However, there's a lot of strategy that is going into it with the Emperor here and all of the swords, you know, with the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, what are you? The Ten of Swords. There seems to be a lot of strategy moving forward. But also at the same time, there's an idea of not insecurity, but kind of second guessing yourself. This energy kind of reminds me of a 15-year-old that is trying to leave the house, right? And trying to hide it, right? I'm going to run away. They're never going to expect it. They're never going to see it coming. I'm going to wait until they go to bed, and then I'm taking off. And the whole time the parents are sitting in there going, little motherfucker thinks he's running away, right? There is the energy with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There is the energy of pulling it all up. Now, just recently, I also got a message that's saying that, okay, like as far as being done, right? That is my last straw. Oh my God, I just went through this. Okay, so, being my last straw, and I'm going, and that's it, right? I really am. But Spirit guided me to, no, you're going to sit down and you're going to take it, because if you leave now, you'll be back. It won't be complete. It won't be complete. You're going to have to put another coat of paint. You know, you're not going to take your cast off and start walking right now. You're going to re-break the foot. Blah. Okay. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, I don't know how I got to that. I don't know how I got to that from there. Pulling it all up. Right. Here, those Pisces, it does seem like that is the most responsible and respectable thing to do at this time. And there's your Hermit card in reverse again. Yeah, I mean, it could be a little depressing on the backhand side of it, you know, when my hand is forced and I have to do something like that. I get the King of Wands. That's action and right. In the stillness, too. Woo. When it gets laid on my heart to do something like this, and then I have a strategy, and then I have a design, right? It's okay to mourn it. It's okay to second guess it. It kind of leads that kind of... cherishing, that kind of... votive candles, cherishing, what is that? Anyway... It leads me to believe that it was proper motives. You didn't get in this situation, or you weren't put in this situation for vindictive, vicious, or monetary motives. You were in this through pure intentions and motives. So yes, it's going to feel a little bit weird when you go to leave, but if this situation has made you feel some type of way for an extended period of time, then it is time to go ahead and take off, right? Well, they might make you feel inferior. They might make you feel stupid or childish, you know, as irresponsible, or you don't make enough. Get another job. But I like this job. But you don't make enough. Get another job. But you don't understand. I like this job. I'm not doing it for the paycheck. I'm doing it for the joy of doing the job. Oh, yeah. See, we were talking about that heartbreaking kind of situation, right? Where, you know, it is going to be. There's that five of Wands in reverse again. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Okay, a lot of you might hold or harbor some kind of resentment to yourself because you didn't fight for it, or because you didn't push yourself to the limit. And I'm here to tell you that that was not and is not yours to decide. It really isn't. Now, a lot of you might be able to actually use your free will and kind of make your own way. And at that point, yes, fight for it and do what you can. But then understand that a lot of people in our life come to us to create the being through experiences or, you know, gifts, right? Sometimes when we spend a certain amount of time with people, it transfers a little bit. You know, their things that they had for us, they hand it to us while we receive, right? And it kind of merges, and then these two new people are created and they walk their path. Some people are just put there so that we can go into the phone booth like Superman and like Clark Kent and come out like Superman. Do you understand? A lot of people are actually like that. And I'm thinking that this is the person's purpose. So if you do indeed decide to stay forever in the phone booth, then, I mean, what are you doing? But you can do it. I'm not saying you can't. You can do it. You can do it all night long. So, where was my thought going with this? Where was my brain going? Help me. There is a idea that there's a lot of weight relieved from you. So like frog in a boiling water, also this situation leads me to believe that the situation itself had become more burdensome than helpful. Like taking a leave every single day for a headache. Yes, it helps the headache, but it destroys your liver, kind of thing. Where it was probably atrophying you. You know, there's a game that I like to play anytime I get a new person in my life. I like to feed and celebrate all their qualities, quirks, faults, flaws. I like to see where they can be, right? It's so much fun for me to take a person that was scared to put their right hand up because they were told that their right hand was bad, and I say, no, that right hand is used to steer this bike, or that right hand is used to hold this sword, you know, and I bring them closer into celebrating who they're supposed to be, right? Faults, flaws, and everything. So in a way, I don't know if this person making you feel like you were not enough. Now, whether outwardly, browbeatingly, you know, if they were always chastising you or making you feel that way, or if it was just subtle, passive, and subconscious, right? That was a very detrimental kind of energy to who you're supposed to be. And I think that whatever you got from them during your time together is probably very, very well received, but if you stay any longer, they could very, very well atrophy what you're supposed to do with the gift that they gave you. Do you understand? And that was with the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I do see a huge amount of weight lifting off of your back. Like not having to do so much, or like, you know, some people aren't ever really happy. No matter what they do, they're not happy, and they're never going to be happy. But if you just do what you're supposed to do and relax, you have a lot of time to relax. You have a lot of time to sit there. You know, nothing really needs to be done. And I think that everybody needs to have that kind of feeling sometime. Like, I've done it. I've completed it. Like, it telling our mind subconsciously that we are successful. We have done everything. Right? Whether or not we have. Tell it. Okay, more about the Ten of Wands in reverse. Or just random messages. Like, just keep going because I think you're doing a great job. Doing a really good job. Anything else that I can tell my Pisces, please? Two of Cups. Now, this is a very, very interesting card because it almost denotes that there's some sort of reciprocation here. There's some sort of balance. There's some sort of, I'm finally receiving what I'm giving, or that I'm being recognized for, somebody recognizes me for who I am and they adore me. That's the essence that I'm getting here. It's not necessarily reciprocating. Look at the way he's looking at her. Look at the way she feels so very, very comfortable being adored. I really feel like at this time, and I don't know how far in advance this situation is, but I do feel like you have the right to be looked at like you're the prettiest demon in hell. Like you have the right to be looked at like you're the most beautiful thing ever. You have the right to be looked at like this. And anybody who doesn't seem to see your worth, or they're constantly trying to make you step up. Now, I understand somebody that's doing it out of love, that's saying, hey, do you know what you could be if you let go of all this guilt, all this rage, all this pain, all this trauma, all these distractions? Do you know who you could be? Or somebody that's saying, you know, I need you to be a doctor. I'm a landscaper. I don't know how to transfer landscaping into surgery. They're looking for a doctor. Let them look for a doctor. Go be a landscaper. And adore it. So the right people will gravitate towards you and see your worth. I see the sun. Okay, all right. The sun here and the Ace of Pentacles, right? Now, I don't know if this is the second time the Ace of Pentacles has come out. No, not really, but I don't know why I was getting the fact that you are, it's Page of Pentacles. You ever had this new start or this new idea of a new start where you actually start with one mattress in an empty apartment, right? Right? Yeah, it's a starting over. There's that Seven of Pentacles in reverse again. All right. So there's this idea of starting over. There's this idea of starting fresh and starting with nothing or practically nothing. But the new start, and the sun is in the upright, and that's a very, very lover looking kind of card. Do you see them down there? The Two of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, though, leads me to believe that either it's not presenting itself at this time, or you see this thing right here? Seven of Pentacles, something I pulled up, something I let go, something I relinquished. Now, this is a side note for just a few of you, just to understand that sometimes when we're going through the death process, right? And these innate changes are happening within us, and we're standing up for ourselves, or we're following our heart's truest desire, or we're being our most authentic self without being browbeat or the expectations of those around us. We create an essence of authenticity, right? We create that essence, and beings tend to gravitate towards it in their truer form. See, I'm putting up defenses, I'm putting up boundaries, I'm putting up those things that say, I'm not going to let you drive. You have a vehicle to drive. This is mine. I'm going to do it my way. Sometimes that energy is very, very attractive. Sometimes this person over here is going to sit there and say, oh my God, you're absolutely right. You're right. That's awesome. And I'm sorry, and oh my God, you were so very attractive when you stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or that transition period itself could create something completely new to fill that spot, because this person is incapable of making the changes that you require from them, or they're not your person. So there's a lot of things that can happen here. So please, I mean, keep your eyes and ears open to the perceived change, but first you got to get through it to go through it, right? You got to go through it to get to it. And Pisces, that's pretty much all I have for you. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this reading. I didn't necessarily focus on that. I just got it done when I was supposed to get it done for who I was supposed to get it done for. So if you'd like to check out some of the other readings, and they're pretty interesting, and I'm pretty sure they have little tidbits of coaching information in there too that would be very beneficial to how you conduct your life. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And see you real soon, Pisces, at Eyes to See Tarot.